The really cool thing about quadratic equations is that there is about 1.5 million different applications that we can do with them. So here's an example of an area application that we can do with a quadratic equation. So the area of an open rectangular window is 143 square feet. If the length is to be 2 feet more than the width, what are the dimensions? So the first thing you're going to do with any sort of problem like this is what? Draw a picture. So I'm going to call this side the length, and I'm going to use a cursive L instead of a capital L. And then I'm going to call this side the width, right? So let's sort of see what's going on here. We know the area of this whole thing, of this rectangle, is going to be 143 square feet. And then if we keep reading, it says the length is 2 feet more than the width. What does that mean? The length is 2 feet more than the width means we took the width and we're going to increase it by 2, and that will equal the length. So this side is width plus 2, while this side is the width. So now if we sort of think this through, we've got width plus 2, and a total area. And it's asking us, what are the dimensions? Meaning, what is the length and what is the width of this window that we're ordering? Well, what do we know about the area of a rectangle? What is that formula? Well, area is equal to length times width, isn't it? Plugging in what we know, that means 143 is equal to the length, which we know is W plus 2, times the width, which is W. If we distribute the W, we get W squared plus 2W, and now we can see that quadratic coming out, that quadratic equation. Subtract the 143 from both sides, and we get this. Now, remember, if you can factor it, you should. So always kind of take a minute when you got something looking this good. Let's see if we can figure out, is there a number that we can like take 143 and divide it by? There is. It's a little bit tricky, but it turns out 143 is 11 times 13. So this will factor to W plus 13, W minus 11. Setting each factor equal to 0, we get that the width is either negative 13 feet or positive 11 feet. Which one makes sense? The positive 11 feet. Now, the last thing we need to do is figure out what is the length. Well, remember, length was take the width and add 2 to it. Well, we know width now is 11, and adding 2, that means the length in this case is going to be 13 feet. So what are our final dimensions going to be? Well, they're going to be 11 feet by 13 feet is the way that you may see this written. Or you may just type 11 in for the width and 13 in for the length. Either way,